Well, I'm about to make a couple of critical cuts. I've already repaired the tail wedge because I did make a mistake on that, and I'll fill you in on that a little later. But first, let me tell you that the book is back up on Amazon if you're interested in the electronic version, the e-version to download it, or the paperback. Both of them are up there. There's a link at the bottom of the video here, or you can simply go to Amazon and just type in, well, that's the way I see it, and it'll come up, or put my name in there and it'll come up. So let's, before we get into talking about how I got to here, what do you say we spin that intro and then we'll be right back. So the first thing I want to talk about is the cutting of the tail wedge. We put the wedge in and it was sticking above the top and below the bottom. And you'll see here where I'm cutting the tail wedge. And in order to do that, instead of taking the saw, which is a flush cut saw, and going from one side to the other, I just start at the one corner and then I bring it flat across, because instead of having to saw across an inch, I'm only cutting 1/8 of an inch, and there's less chance of me making an error doing that. Also, you'll notice that there's some tape on top of the guitar because that's there to protect it. I didn't flip the guitar over, and I do the same thing on the reverse side. The next thing that comes up is I start to sand both the top and the bottom because I want that perfectly flat. Now, once I'm all finished with that, what I do is I set up this router and this jig to run around the outside of the guitar. I've already done the back first because if I make any mistakes, I want it on the back of the guitar, not the front. And it worked out pretty well. What you'll see now is how I run the guitar in the carriage around underneath the router, and I cut the edge because that gives me a nice square corner for the binding to fit on there properly. So that's what you'll see me doing right here and right now. Now what I did is I had a brain cramp, and I did it perfectly, and I felt the edge of the guitar, and for some reason I was distracted, I think, over making some changes in that book, and I ended up had done it perfectly and then ran the router again and eliminated what I needed. So I had to build another piece back in here and do that all over again. So what I'm doing now is I'm cutting that particular piece. Well, this is a particularly delicate cut and I do not want to be distracted, so I'm going to end the video here today. And thank you very much for joining me. You can, by the way, order the book if you wish, the Kindle edition or the paperback. The links are down below. And you can go to Amazon, whether you're in Italy, whether you're in Britain or Germany, the United States, Canada, anywhere, and you can just put into Amazon and you'll find it there, and it's the latest updated version. The update, by the way, on the Kindle edition has been pushed out to everybody, so you should be able to get that. Thanks very much. I'm going to make this cut, and then I'm going to get myself a cup of tea. It's a bright sunny day. It's cool out, but I'm going to go for a walk because I need to clear my head, and I got a little bit of a headache, so I'm debating whether I should even do this, but I think I need to get this done and I'll feel a lot better. So we'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much for joining me. Bye for now.